If you want to get in the best shape of your life, this one method can genuinely change everything for you. And the reason I love it so much is because it's simple, a bit like me, it's realistic, also like me, and actually works in real life, not just on paper. The biggest mistake people make with fitness and with fat loss isn't missing a single workout or having a meal that isn't necessarily on plan. That stuff happens, that's life, it's gonna happen. The real problem is how people respond to it. They miss one session, they eat one meal that wasn't ideal, and straight away that thought becomes, oh, fuck it, I've blown it, and they throw all their toys out of the pram. And that is the mindset that kills progress. Because once you tell yourself you failed, that behavior usually follows on. One missed workout turns into a week off. One meal that isn't necessarily on plan turns into a full weekend of binge eating. And then Monday rolls around and you just restart again. And the cycle just continues. So the way I coach my clients is very simple. I teach them something called the don't miss twice rule. And honestly, this one principle does more for long-term results than most overcomplicated plans ever will. So here's how it works. If you miss once, that's life. That's normal. That's called being human. If you miss twice in a row, that's when it starts becoming a bit of a pattern and can start to become a bit of a problem. And patterns are what shape results. So let's break it down in practical terms. If you miss a meal, you have a meal that isn't necessarily aligned with your goals, nothing is ruined, mate, I promise you. You don't need to compensate for it. You don't need to punish yourself for it. All you need to do is make sure the next meal is one that moves you closer to where you want to be. That is it. Simple, isn't it? It's not a reset, it's not a detox, it's just the next sensible decision. The same thing goes with your training and with your workouts. If you miss a workout, yeah, it's annoying, but it's not a failure. Don't stress out about it. Don't overthink it. Just make sure you get the next workout done. Again, pretty simple, yeah? This isn't about perfection. That should never be the goal. The goal is momentum. Most people think consistency comes from discipline. It doesn't. Consistency comes from how quickly you return to your normal routine after life gets in the way. And life will always get in the way. Work runs late, the kids get sick, you're knackered, your plans change. The people who make the progress aren't the ones who never miss. They're the ones who don't let one miss turn into 5 misses. And that is the difference right there. The don't miss twice rule literally removes the guilt from the process. It lowers the pressure you put on yourself, and it stops any small slip-ups turning into full-blown binges and then resets. Instead of asking yourself, have I failed? You start asking yourself, what's the next action that's going to help me move forward? And that mindset shift is bloody huge. Not because you stop seeing fitness as something you're either on or off plan, because once you stop seeing fitness as something you're either on plan or off plan, everything becomes easier. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to stay in the game. If you apply this rule consistently, something really interesting starts to happen. You start to build trust with yourself. You stop fearing mistakes and you stop needing motivation all the friggin' time. And over time, that creates what I call quiet momentum. And quiet momentum is bloody powerful. It's nothing dramatic, nothing extreme, just steady progress that actually lasts. So if you take one thing from this video, please let it be this. Missing once is not the problem. Missing twice in a row is where the progress starts to slip a little bit. So handle the next meal, handle the next workout, and just move on. And that is how you build the best shape of your life without burning out or starting over every couple of weeks. Hopefully that has helped.